officially played more regular season NBA minutes than anybody else ever.
You sure know how to make me feel ancient. That's like
Doesn't take me to do it.
well, you sure know how to do it, right?
Facts are facts.
Your playoff minutes have been above that for a long time, though. So.
Yeah, but it's to reflect on that specifically. Obviously, you need good injury luck to make that happen. But how have you managed to do it mentally? Like what's been the key between years to keep you engaged for 40,000?
Right. I don't know. I just think it's just a commitment to the craft and to the passion and love I have for the game. I don't take much time in the off season. A little bit more time now, but I didn't take much time in the off season. No matter if I was making the 10 finals appearances between when I took time off to getting back, and just always trying to keep my body in tip-top shape. I've been able to, like you said, play a lot of minutes and for the most part of my career, be injury-free and be available. I want to say injury-free. We all have our injuries in this league and this sport. But to be available for the majority to my teammates, to the franchises, the 3 franchises I play for, is something I took very seriously.
As we've gotten closer to the end, whenever that's going to be, has the mental challenges been as severe as the physical ones they've had to deal with?
Yeah, for sure. It's not only just the marathon of the season and what happens throughout the course of the season, but also when your family expands, that's a mental toll as well. So, leaving home and seeing your kids grow and seeing them now that they're doing their individual things, and you happen to miss a lot of the things that you wish you was there in the presence, that plays a toll as well.
Have you had to, obviously JJ and the coaching staff will ask different things of other coaching staffs of you. That's natural expectations of coming into a new situation. Have you had to change the way you execute game to game at this stage of your career?
I don't want to say that. I think my mindset is always, how can I be as dominant as possible out on the floor and make an impact throughout the course of the minutes that I'm on the floor. So obviously, I think the game of our sport has changed a lot, and how teams play the game. As far as obviously our game is a lot of space and pace and 3-point shooting and things of that nature. So I've had to change my game and my mindset onto how to incorporate that and still be able to be effective as well.
LeBron, I'm going this direction, if you don't mind. Since you're back in Sacramento, November 2003, do you remember signing your first autograph here, or your first autograph ever when you were in Sacramento?
Nah, I do not. I do not.
Well, a person who said that you signed the autograph, I think it was 18 or 19 years old, she's going to be in the building tonight. Obviously, you're the only one who authenticated. That's why I was asking you that question, because she was trying to reach the museum and everything.
Yeah, I don't remember. And if that is the case, then that's pretty damn cool that she kept that. And if I did do that, that's pretty cool too. But I absolutely do not remember. I have been signing autographs. Probably that was my rookie year, so I have been signing autographs probably since the 8th grade. After going to the AU Nationals in Orlando, Florida, that's when the autograph thing started. So,
okay, I believe this probably would have been your first professional one, if that's the case and stuff. So hopefully we can get you.
Do you remember the first one you ever signed? Do you remember the first time anybody ever asked you for one?
No. Probably my mom. Maybe my mom, probably the first one. I do remember like practicing on signatures and things of that nature, and what would it look like if someone would ask me for an autograph. I think that was like 6th, 7th grade.
LeBron, speaking of just longevity, I mean, yours is obviously insane, but do you admire others that are kind of doing it themselves? I mean, I think about DeMar here in Sacramento, and even bringing up his history, not only against you as a rival, but, we've asked him, like, do you aspire to play as long as LeBron? He said he'll know, but like, he just hit 24,000 points. I'm just kind of curious what you think of others that are
Absolutely. Anytime, it's not like the state is not just the physical; it's also the mental to be able to endure season after season, and to be able to come and still have that motivation year after year after year, decade. If you're able to put in 2 decades like myself, or over a decade and a half, and you look at Debo, just his consistency, since he entered the league, he's just gotten better and better and better and better, and he's always been, like I said, available as well. He's got us on the floor, no matter if it's been in a Raptors uniform or Spurs uniform, or now here, or Bulls, whatever. He's always been available. So you definitely look for inspiration out there of guys, not only in our sport, but also in other sports as well, that's still playing at a high level, no matter what year they're in.
As
Ron,
part of your,
where you at on the All-Star game and the changes in the debate about what it would take to?
Yeah, I don't really have where I'm at about it. I mean, it had to change. Something had to change. No, I did not.
Okay.
I was not part of the
And
committee.
KD said he didn't like it. I think Book did too.
Everyone has their own opinion.
It's pretty unorthodox. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's different, in a sense, but I don't know. I don't really have we see when we get there, it's different. Obviously, anytime you make some type of change, it's going to be some buck back. I don't know. I mean, I have my ideas of what could possibly work.
That's kind of why, I'd love to get
Yeah,
to
I'm not going to do that.
But like coming out of Indiana, when you saw the reaction.
We got to do something. Obviously, the last couple of years have not been a great All-Star game that Sunday night. But I mean, listen, it's a bigger conversation. It's not just the All-Star game. It's our game in general. Our game is. It's a lot of fucking threes being shot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bigger conversation, just the All-Star game.
What do you want to see?
I can't do that today. Not in Sacramento. Sacramento, I love you guys, but you can't give you this conversation today. It's just a bigger conversation.
What do you make of DeRozan's impact with the Kings and that fit?
He makes immediate impact wherever he goes. It would never change, no matter if it's here for the rest of his career, for somewhere. He's going to make an impact no matter what. He's that type of player.
Is De'Aaron on the verge of a superstar?
I would say so. Anytime you're number 1 on the bulletin board, every time you scout a team, then that will put you right up there.
You were off your feet for 7 days, presumably to a degree.
No, I wasn't.
You were rehabbing. You were
I was
rehabbing.
definitely not off.
Okay,
I wish I was off my day.
You weren't playing NBA games.
Yeah.
For a week.
Mhm.
And when you came back, we could see your pace. We could see the athleticism and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Since we started today talking about availability and all this stuff, is there going to be a balance in your mind between, you saw the value of the week off,
Well, I mean, the schedule presented it.
but even
we say we had a week off from NBA games. But
2
technically
games.
we only had 2 games. We had one
But
Sunday and then one on Friday.
do you think you'll be more aggressive? I know you've never
I don't-
fought this, but
yeah.
but there is an opportunity perhaps to take advantage of this.
Well, I looked at the schedule, and between now and All-Star, there's not many opportunities. I think we play every other day in January or some shit like that.
I haven't thought
Something
about it
crazy. Yeah, I have. But yes, to answer your question, if there is something that I'm just not a guy that likes to sit games if I'm somewhat healthy. Doesn't matter. It's never been my thing. But no, I see what you're saying. And if there's an opportunity where it could benefit my body and benefit my play long term for the better of the team, then I'm always open to having that conversation. So we'll see what happens.
Last question. Just these 2 games against Sacramento, it's almost literally like what a game 1 and game 2 of a playoff series would be from a schedule standpoint, but it's not the playoffs. Is it just you figure out game 1, then you plan for game 2, second?
Yeah, for sure. You take one game at a time. That's the NBA anyways. And you see the things that you did well. You look at more of the things that you didn't do so well, and you apply it to game 2. But you worry about tonight's game, and then worry about Saturday. So you're saying Saturday I should not play because we have the time. All right, see you guys.